Hello and welcome to the Try That Again commentary track. I am your writer-director, Jack Faith, and I'm joined here with my lovely co-stars.
Millie Evans. I play Lexian, the sexy androgynous bartender.
And I play Jocelyn.
Thank you guys for being here.
My name is...
Say your name.
I'm like, hi, I'm new here. My name is Rachel Paige.
Yeah.
I play the bitch Jocelyn. Love her.
Not a bitch. I don't think so. I wouldn't call her that. How many times have you guys watched the Try That Again movie in full?
Oh my god, it's so hard for me to watch myself.
Twice.
Honestly.
Just twice.
Just twice?
Yeah.
I watched once at the premiere because I was really nervous.
Yeah. That's understandable. I probably, I watched it obviously a dozen times before it was fully edited, but fully edited, yeah, I've watched it about twice, so this is my third viewing.
What the fuck? Don't you know who I am?
I really do want to know who he is, though.
The frat guy?
Yeah, why is he so important?
He's obsessed with who he is, yeah.
What can I get for you?
Just water for right now. I'm waiting on someone.
You seem nervous, bro.
It's a girl.
It is something special, I'll tell you that. Sorry, not that you asked.
No.
So have you guys watched the original Groundhog Day?
I haven't seen her.
Yes, I have. Have you seen it,
Not in
Millie?
years. Not in years.
I know, it's been
I
a
vaguely
minute.
remember.
I have seen Groundhog Day as well as all the variations, including any Netflix adaptation, Happy Death Day, Sweet Life on Deck, like you name it, any Groundhog Day variation they got. So
Yeah.
it was always my favorite type of story, and I always wanted to do it myself.
And just let me know if you need anything.
What I like about this version, what I did here is usually in Groundhog Day, the character's like,
Oh, girl.
there you go.
Oh, let's get a bitch.
So I was looking at the menu, and...
So usually in Groundhog Day, there's the characters on their own. So they're just doing it. They don't have any kind of help. They got to learn their lesson on their own. But this is a version where there's actually a guide character, which is Millie's character there.
Yeah, that's
so I thought
true.
that was a fun little twist on it to actually have someone helping Jason in this.
I'm sappy because I know we only know each other for a couple weeks, but I've been thinking about you a lot.
Oh,
Those few nights we spent together were amazing.
oops.
I feel like my hardest part was still being kind, but also not wanting to hurt his feelings, obviously.
She's such a nice person. She's such a good person.
The whole time if you watch, it's almost painful that she's oh my god, he's
she's
being so
struggling and
nice.
hurt.
This is not going to go well.
Well, I don't believe for a second that you haven't been in this position yourself, Rachel, and broken a couple hearts at least.
I'm super busy. You know, you want
I've
something
honestly
serious?
never been seriously involved with anyone before.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because
we
you
realize that she's batshit fucking crazy.
That's what I always like is the idea of throwing in a twist at the end, oh, she's a neo-Nazi or some weird a twist at the end that just comes out of left field.
I'm just shaking my head. I just want the audience to know I'm shaking my head at any neo-Nazi references.
Millie has actually left the building.
Yeah, I'm recording this in my car now.
Here, why don't I get us closed out?
I love that he needs to close out.
Yeah.
No.
It's a feeling of...
It's she didn't even come with money. She's just being nice. That's not her wallet she pulled out.
Yeah. I think for Jason, there's a feeling of this is a very emasculating moment, and that's him taking some of that masculinity back of, well, I'm going to at least pay.
Yeah.
For sure. It helps his ego, for sure. Especially
he's if I'm going to suffer, my bank account's also going to suffer.
Yeah.
It's so true.
He's tip 100%.
Matthew's butt, I just am now noticing. Sorry, that's just cracking me up.
That's just on the very right of the screen. He's really leading.
Just those little cheeks.
It's pretty sculpted
He's got
there.
a nice butt.
Yeah.
What's that regimen?
Oh, yeah. That did not go well.
Do you want to try that again?
What?
Do you want to try that again?
Was that Robert Pattinson?
Oh my god.
I'm not speaking for
Edward?
Edward Pattinson.
Yes, I suppose, given the opportunity, I would like to try that again.
Famous last words.
Great. That's all I needed to hear.
That's also kind of a difference in this Groundhog story is that he is actually choosing each time. Like he can stop
That's
anytime he wants.
true.
Usually in Groundhog Day, they really can't stop until they learn the lesson.
Right, where they die and then wake up again.
Right, but he's putting himself through it.
Right.
That's so true.
Also, I need everyone to know that pouring that alcohol was so difficult. I could never be a bartender. Like, my pours were so bad.
And I think that works for the character. I think it works
Yeah, no, it
because because she is like out of her element. She's like pretending to be human.
Used to living single, seeing double, and sleeping triple.
He kills that line every time.
And that shot.
They must have taken
Your sister's single.
24 of those shots. How many times we did that same thing?
Yeah, they were really drunk on set.
Brittany cracks me the fuck up.
She busted her ass a dozen times and she nailed it every time.
Okay, I thought you'd be a little bit more agreeable after I bought you 3 drinks.
So Matthew came up with that line. I thought you'd be more agreeable. And when I heard that, I was like, that is so perfect. That is so perfectly douchey.
The whole like agreeable, no one even says that word, but to be so like, it's agreeable.
It just seems like something
just fits
a
the character.
manipulator would use.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I dead?
I haven't heard of that one. What's in it?
What just happened? How did you... What the hell is happening to me right now?
You said you wanted to try that again, so I let you try it again.
Stop talking like this makes any sense. Who are you?
A gift horse, and you're staring at me straight in the mouth when you should be.
I had to Google what that meant.
Remember you didn't know gift horse? I was
didn't
like,
know
What is a gift horse?
oh, you don't know either?
No.
That's like a common phrase. Like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's
Never heard it in my life.
Never in my life. Never in my.
In the comments, have you heard of
You were
gift
sitting
horse
right
in the mouth?
talking to me. Do you
And if you have, use it in a sentence, please. Thank you.
Feeling okay? Let's get you. Let's get some.
I think you had to originally when I wrote my first script, you had just helped me with like some of the writing of like, hey, do people talk? I don't think people talk like this.
Yeah.
And you helped me with some of the
Yeah.
phrases. They're like, why is the hot girl at the party using these like weird euphemisms? Like,
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Thanks.
Oh my god, I literally still hate watching myself.
No, I was actually
you-
about to say the acting was killer.
all of your
Oh,
expressions are so
thank
good,
you.
Rachel.
jumped into something really fast?
Like every variation is you are perfectly reacting to the different energy that Jason is giving you, but delivering the same lines in such a different way.
Okay, well, I'm glad that it reads that way because
Yeah,
I was
it
so
definitely
nervous the
does.
whole time. I was like, I feel like I'm just, yeah.
No, I mean, we are, but it's because I've heard all this
Can you
before.
imagine this turns into like a therapy session? All we do is boost each other up about our acting. We don't talk at all about anything. We're like, Jack, you were amazing. Like, Jack, no, like, you were so good.
No,
Don't even
really,
doubt yourself.
so amazing.
Yeah.
I never douded myself from the beginning, so I'm
He's like, let's skip right over to Millie now.
I'm
What girl looking bartender over there?
I love how focused you are, like simply minding your own business.
yeah, like I did nothing to deserve that.
Well, there was a shot where you like kind of looked over, and I thought it would be so much funnier if she just didn't even acknowledge, and that makes Jason look that much more insane if she has no idea what they're even talking
Right.
about.
She's like, I don't know this man.
Yeah.
You heard what he said, and you're like, I'm not engaged.
She's doing him no favors and making him look less insane.
Millie, every person who's watched this is like, oh my god, the bartender is so fucking funny. I'm like, I know.
Oh my
Like
God.
even seeing it all compiled together, because being there to see it obviously was one thing.
Yeah, we
You're-
just did take after take after take of me just trying doing oohs and
It was
oohs.
so good.
This rewind sequence is great with the added music.
How long did it take? Like, how did you even do that?
I didn't edit that part. Yeah, that was our editor.
I just like how it goes out of focus and then into focus right here. Like I love that like disorienting feel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it makes the audience feel that too, I feel.
We're like, whoa.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't see. What is going on?
This is the part of Groundhog Day that's so formulaic, but it just is so fun every time of the loop. I feel like that's something that with especially with the rise of TikTok and everything, that people love that loop feel. They love like seeing the same shit
Yeah.
over and over again.
That's so true.
Yeah, we've been brainwashed to love
You're just being a
We
teacher.
love a good
watching
loop.
things over and over again.
Yeah.
Hey, what can I get you?
Something strong.
Word.
Word. Word. When your lesbian bartender says word.
Okay. Look at me.
Not an actual whiskey shot, but very convincing.
Very convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that liquor is actually fake. That's actually, I think, a fun fact for the audience.
This is a bartending school. None of this is
We'll get two
an actual bar.
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. We're gonna go with 2 blood orange margaritas. You're gonna love them.
I like that you took charge in this take.
Yeah.
So what's been going on? You look like you got something on your mind.
I was just thinking, and it kind of feels like
The facial expression coming up here is like, this got maybe the biggest laugh out of
I'm super
at the
busy,
premiere.
and you want something serious, but
Dude, she's like,
I hear you.
that was his active listening. He's like,
Yes.
he's like, I am so in tune with what you were saying right now.
He's like, I'm not like the others. I listen. I hear you.
There's no place for us to go from here. Your lease is
She
about to
looks
expire.
terrified.
My
Yeah.
lease
It's
is
like,
huge.
bro, what is
And
happening?
his eyes
right
are
now?
so wide of manipulation and desperation.
I'm willing to take the leap if you are.
I'm willing to take the leap if you are. My eyes are really wide. Zoom in.
Take that as a yes.
Jason, that's so weird.
Why though? All the points were valid.
Yes, we have bomb sex, but there's other factors to think
Look
about.
at his thinking
You
face.
just rattle off bullet points.
That was a dude just remembering the sex.
Yeah.
It's just like,
That's a common theme that you'll notice, and I feel like this is something that all writers, directors do when they're acting in it. Is they throw in stuff that to boost their own ego. Like you'll see, there's a scene later where everyone's like, "Oh,
Hey, this
that
is a
guy's
great
cool,"
opportunity.
and
You're
like,
going away.
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, we had great." Like, it's just something you really can't help but do as a writer when you know you're going to be playing this part. Is
yeah. I mean, the hero arc. You want to
Yeah.
be the.
I don't want him to look completely pathetic. Like he's got some redeeming qualities.
Okay, I just want to
He's
say
good.
that was my favorite line that I had. Is just that joke of like, it was a little businessy, just a little businessy.
My sister said it was like, she was like, "Oh, it's like a timeshare he's trying to pitch."
Yeah.
Yes.
That would have been a funny
He's like,
line.
in Orlando.
Love because of
For only $300
Yeah.
for the week.
baby, you don't gotta
What is your guys' favorite instance of this montage here?
How shaky my hands are at each word. No,
It's not what I'm looking for.
it's got to be this bitch. Yeah.
He's like so unsure, and he's like,
It's not what I'm looking for.
What did you say? Sorry. I went to a concert last night. I can't
love
hear
this
what you're
part.
saying.
Yeah, the concert one's
Why don't
good.
we save this
She's so
conversation
stressed
later and go
for
to
him.
Six
Yeah.
Flags instead.
I'm like, I'm wasting a lot of this potion.
yeah. So what I realized afterwards, I thought it would have been a funny gag if when he did the like I give a fuck bitch, it would have been funny if he was wearing the jock's hat, like he took it from him, and he was wearing like sunglasses, well
Yeah.
indoors.
Yeah.
That would have been a funny gag to do.
Yeah,
I
let's
gotta say,
refilm it.
I don't think it's
Actually, scratch this whole fucking thing.
So the reverse psychology breakup. This is like a classic move. Like break up with them before they can break up with you.
Damn it. I really don't know.
And he's like, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
They still don't want you.
Jocelyn, take a seat. Let me get you a drink.
That is just a quintessential.
Yeah.
The naked shot is in every Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
You really check his shit out. You go, damn.
Damn, yeah.
Was I questioning my sexuality or was I affirming my
Please.
sexuality?
I think you kind of like, that's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
As we get older, men's sexual marketplace value goes
Sexual
up.
marketplace value, that's a classic one.
So purely from a mathematical perspective, you should reconsider the value equation of going out with me.
And it's like looks like a kindergartner drew that.
Bro, I had so much fun making that chart.
Yeah.
It's just not what I'm looking for. Jason!
You know, sometimes just a spur of the moment romantic kiss is.
After she just said it's no, she's like,
17 times.
yeah.
This business is so overrated. Why don't we forget this conversation, go back to your place, and
I love how the music cut out
have
here.
completely non-committal, mind-blowing sex, and continue.
I'm like, this one might work.
Indefinitely.
You guys want to know a really fun fact? That's something I actually have said before when being. Not in those words, but basically that one. Oh, well, we can
Oh,
have
Millie,
sex.
love that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
You athlete.
Yeah.
Sleep and trip.
Shot
Jack, the
fighter.
fact that you
I
said
was-
that.
I was like, oh, well, we could just go have sex if you prefer. He's like, no. Yo, that's where I get Liz inspiration. Is I'm just a cringe lord, dude.
This is my jam.
So satisfying.
So you know my dad has a place out in the water if you want to rock the boat.
So funny.
Don't touch me.
Oh, I thought you'd be a little bit more.
I love how, like, I'm not trying to help the girl at all either. Like, I'm like, this bar's pretty rowdy every night. I can't keep up. Like,
She's your
I have
next
a drunk-
target.
I have a drunk patron that I'm serving. There's someone being, like, sexually harassed, and I'm just over here, like, let me help this random white man.
Yeah.
The true villain of the story.
villain.
No, that's not fun for me. I'm actually genuinely just wanting you to find the right path.
The right.
But I
This-
don't want that girl over there who's getting sexually harassed to find the right path.
Yeah. The music is great because it's just the right amount of annoying
Hey, Jason.
for each time when it replays.
That's true, but it does kind of like give you that motivational, like,
Yeah.
here we go again.
You came here to say something, so say it.
This is the peak villain arc.
This is probably my favorite variation of all of them.
I just feel like we might get into things too fast. I mean, I've had a lot of fun hanging out.
Yeah.
Rachel, I think you're doing a phenomenal job of being like
You want something serious?
passive and kind, but like still like the way that you respond is like, why is he talking to me this way? Like the way that you act in it is
Yeah.
so
Thank you.
good.
Hey, Millie, one more time for the people in the back. What was that? Just the first line?
Just that Rachel's a phenomenal actress, looks so good.
So I like this scene because while Jason is being a dick, there's a lot of truth to what he's saying.
Yeah, and then this is where Jocelyn's realizing, like, he's caught on, he gets it, and, like, this line isn't going to work on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be upfront.
I don't know if you guys remember the original version of the script, but in it, basically, Jason just monologues like for minutes on
I
end.
remember that, and I was like,
And I changed it to where here Jocelyn gets her moment and she gets to come back and she's being mean, but also there's a lot of truth to what she's saying. I think it kind of represents both sides of the discomfort of this kind of conversation.
Okay, let's do it. The night we met, I was drunk and looking for a toy to play with, and you were fun for a while, and you were a little fun after that too. But you're right. I'm not that into you. Fuck me.
Fuck you, Jason. I knew when I wrote that Jason says fuck you, as I was writing Jocelyn's dialogue, I wrote the fuck me, fuck you, Jason. That was the first thing. I know whatever she says, it's going to end with that because that is just such a great thing to end on.
Throwing in the towel.
No. I refuse to believe this is impossible. There has to be some combination of words and actions that'll change our mind. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. There's got to be some specific sequence of events that when said and done in the right order.
The music.
It's yeah.
It's so just seamless. I love it. I love how it was like really sped up during all the quick variations.
And also, this is such a victim moment. Like, this isn't fair. It's like, by the end of it, you see his growth from this moment.
Yeah.
Make me feel completely fucking empty. Secured a relationship that could bring some real happiness to my life.
Right, exactly. So chasing after someone who doesn't want you, changing everything.
People really
about
connected
you,
with this line, with what you were saying here.
becoming someone completely.
Yeah, I had a lot of people say, they're like, oh yeah, what the bartender said at the end there, like, I felt that I've done that too many times.
I think that's just really, I think we've all done that before.
Yeah. It's like, why do you want to be friends with someone who doesn't want to be friends with you?
Yeah.
Like, for what?
The drama.
Now, I don't know if you guys notice in the eye sequence, it's almost identical, but there are slight different variations on Jason in the shots of the eye. So in this one, you'll notice there's a shot of him like he's like pissed off. It's like very subtle, but I made sure that it matched up with the timelines.
Yeah.
And sleeping triple.
There we go. So satisfying. This is that final version where he gets everything right.
Yeah.
You listen to him and say like, this guy's cool.
Fucking cool. What's your doing? Oh, fuck off, man.
What's your sister doing?
This is my jail.
Hey, watch.
Hey, get your hands off me.
I like to think in some of the other versions he helped her in some way, but
Yeah, I would hope.
because he tried this, I don't know if you guys catch on the line that where he tried this 75 times. Well, that's a line in the after credit scene where it mentions that.
Yeah,
This is attempt number 76 technically because he rebooted 75 times.
Yeah.
Brittany did just a great job there.
Phenomenal.
So every group, there's someone who's like, "Oh, this guy's cool. Oh, you're cute." Like, I really,
You wrote it.
yeah, I really drove it home.
Hey, Chief. Knock it off.
Because it shows he really is such a likable person. Even
You got a problem?
Yeah, we do.
Very
Give me
true.
some space and stop making a fool of yourself before I do something about it.
Man, the balls on this guy. Who the fuck are you?
Who am I?
I
Look at
added this.
Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney's reactions are great in
She
this.
picks up her drink and then she's drinking it and like,
Her reaction shot is so good. Here, yeah, here,
So
here it comes.
funny.
Here it comes.
Think. I know how you fight. I know you've got a mango-flavored chapstick in your left pocket.
Oh yeah.
See, you can kick my ass as many times as you want.
I love it.
I learned
She's
everything.
literally
There it is, yeah.
I use
mesmerized.
that to destroy you.
This
I'm Dr.
track
Strange.
before this had no music, but I added this
I
kind of
see every
undertone of
possible
like.
reality before it even happens. And when I'm done
I just
with
thought it matched so well with like.
Yeah.
a speck of dust. The laws of time and space don't apply to me. I can do whatever I want. That's who the fuck I am.
Imagine someone actually saying that to you.
You would have been punched.
You.
You would have been punched again.
I think the idea is he would be so freaked out. Well, that Jason knows his name, he knows the mega player trap, and then he's talking about he's fucking Doctor Strange. You'd be like, okay, this guy is clearly a weirdo.
Yeah.
But
How did he know that?
what is he willing to do? Oh, because in one of the variations.
No, I'm saying like
Yeah.
that would be his thought.
Right.
Right.
How does that guy know
I was
that?
like, what the fuck,
I'd
are
be
you a
scared.
stalker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is he willing to do if he's
Yeah.
willing to know that shit?
Coming right.
So this is something I realized afterwards is what Jason should have ordered. In the last version, he should have done one scofflaw and one blooder's margarita for him to indicate the change that
He values himself.
he's
and
doing his own
Oh,
thing and he's
yeah.
not letting her influence like what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you ordered two scofflaws, not the end of the world, but that's going back. I would have.
When we redo this, we'll scratch
When we reshoot
that.
the whole thing.
I'd love to check in with you and see how you're feeling about everything.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. It kind of feels like we might have jumped into things really fast. I've had so much fun hanging out with you, but I'm getting busy and you want something serious, but
That's just not what you're looking for.
yes.
I get it. I appreciate you talking to me about this.
And this conversation is just
Sending you a text.
an example of like how this is the ultimate perfect way that it could go.
To say
Just
it,
of a
right.
mutual understanding and then saying everything you want to say. Like Jason got out
That's not your fault or mine.
Everything.
got out everything
Yeah,
without
and like set his own boundaries of like I'm not ready to be friends, which we're gonna see. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. How crazy it's the same thing she said the very first time, but this time he's okay with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that he isn't just except he's not like, yeah, we'll be friends. Because
Yeah.
with the reality, like that's
That's not
just something
how it always
people
works.
always
Like,
say.
somebody and you're not. Yeah.
People always say we can be friends, and that's just I feel like that's 1% that actually happens. It's just
Yeah.
something people say, and Jason understands that now.
Totally.
It's just not the rules of the game.
Jason, you didn't fall for me. You barely know me. We were intimate, and you got a
This is such a good reality check. I'm so glad we had it. Like,
Yeah.
About
there's
you,
line.
I fell for you, and
It's like this is infatuation.
Right.
Fair point.
yeah, it's a good back
It's
and
mature.
forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it still meant something to me. And I'm gonna need some time to do some healing. Who knows, at some point maybe we'll both be in a place where we can be friends. Or maybe the time we spent together was all it was ever meant to be.
So you think Lexine is just like on the side, one ear open? She's like not looking, but she's like really
Pretending.
intently. She's like, oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
awesome.
I would think so.
That's how I want to live my life.
Going back to Lexian's.
Right.
Is this how you want to live your
It is how you want to live. That's
Yeah.
how I live my life. That's something I'm learning more as a writer. Is like you need to have callbacks
Yeah.
constantly.
Mm-hmm.
He still pays. You thought maybe he shouldn't pay in this last one. Like he should be like, yeah, you can get it.
Yeah. I just
Two checks.
Yeah. I think it's still the right thing. He pays.
No,
Yeah.
I think so too. I thought it would be funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Jocelyn.
You want to try that again?
No. I'm done.
Oh, she's so proud.
But there's so much that she knows that he doesn't.
Oh, man. Remember when everyone thought that the movie was over at this point?
Yeah.
I'd say
I almost forgot about.
The extra stuff.
That picture that you had posted.
Yeah,
and I completely forgot.
because myself and Millie knew about the after credit scene, but Rachel had no idea. I
Yeah.
mean, she knew there was something because she saw like some pictures or something, but
Yeah, I saw the picture. I was like, no fucking way. They went back to film something.
you didn't know any of the lore.
No. Which I feel like was almost better for my character to like not know anything.
Yeah.
Did you establish all of that before or?
Before we filmed, yeah. I
Really?
wrote
You had known?
I had it all planned right from the.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I'd say from what I've talked to, about 50% of people actually watched the after credit scene, and the other I had to be like, "Did you see it? Like, go back and watch it."
Yeah.
I think you should eventually just post it as a clip.
Oh, I'm going to. I'll post this as a standalone clip and have its own edit with our mystery character here.
So, when I'm suddenly pulled away, clean up another one of your messes.
It drops so much lore, like
You rebooted this time like 75
yeah. There we go, 75 times he tried it.
Do you really think
And there's a lot of like little bits of lore that it drops that you kind of have to pay attention, watch a couple times to take guesses at what it means.
Yeah.
To meddle in the affairs of one human life? Lexian. What were you thinking?
Such a good name too. Like,
And that's
what?
actually the first time we hear her name.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
why? Why do we have these powers? Why do we have these powers if we can't help humans? If we can't help them change their lives? Look what I did with Jason. I set him on a path that's gonna help
That's
him.
something
That's
important
gonna
paths. That's going to be a reoccurring.
Jason's path. You've got one purpose. You know exactly what that is. This isn't it. But hey,
Okay, this soundtrack it's like something out of Hans Zimmer. Like this was royalty-free stuff, but it's so powerful.
This also is where you learn that the necklace has a lot of
Significance, yeah.
yeah.
When I saw this, I was like, wow, what were the odds that she was wearing a crystal necklace on the day of filming? I thought you had like picked this whole idea up after the fact.
Yeah.
Feeling what it's like to be a human for the first time.
that's a feeling itch on your skin.
When you realize human existence is miserable.
Yeah. Feel everything.
You're getting a real taste of the human experience now.
Also, I think us not knowing Lexian's name goes to show like how self-involved Jason was in like his own shit.
That's a
that
great
he
point.
didn't even like bother to be like, well, what's your name?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Means something to
That's a great example of my intentional writing and directing skills.
Exactly.
We've had 9 reports. Preston's going rogue.
This is a great shot.
We're putting a stop to
The
that.
power dynamic here.
But punishing you wouldn't do it.
That harsh blue light is really nice too.
Yeah.
So instead,
Oh, Ray J does such a great job. He is intimidating here.
example, what happens? You try to turn a human to your pet project. Jason will be that example, and he will suffer. It's got you to thank for that.
You can't do this. I will stop you.
Right.
Cheesy line, but you delivered it great. And I knew it was cheesy when I wrote it, but
Yeah. It was hard to say that line
But you-
out loud.
and
No, in an acting way. Like in an acting
Yeah.
like, how do I genuinely say with no powers, I'm gonna find a way to stop you? You know?
Yeah.
How am I gonna stop him?
but you did it. You did it.
And also, just to follow up with what we just saw in the end credits there leading up to a sequel, I just want to say I think it's interesting that, you know, I'm like, oh, Jason, what? No, he's nobody. He means nothing. But it's like, me think he doth protest too much. Like, why is Lexian
Why is Lexi interested in this person
in this
specifically?
person? And that's kind of like what's going to tie in with the sequel is why does she actually care this much? Why was he the person at the bar that she was trying to help?
To like use her potion 75 times.
75 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a reason for that.
And Jocelyn makes a return as well. So there's maybe more significance to their meeting than we realize.
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
Well, thanks for watching, guys, and we will catch you at the sequel.
yeah, be sure to share, like, comment, subscribe, all of the things people are supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
I'm holding, you can't see me, but I'm holding a
Do
gun.
everything and more.
Yeah.
Millie
Someone's
has-
put this
Millie
shit
has
on a
I'm gonna
billboard.
shoot the mic.
Millie has a machete in her hands.
Yeah, a gun in one hand and a machete in the other.
All right, guys, that's it.
Bye.
Peace.